Alright, going onward. We're going to continue that idea. We want to go through this point. We want to be parallel to this line. If I'm going to be parallel, I want this slope. So y minus 1 is equal to negative 1 over 4, x minus negative 2. I still want to put it in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to distribute. Y minus 1 is equal to negative 1 over 4, x minus 1/2. Just like that, add 1 to both sides, and you will get y is equal to negative 1 over 4x plus 1/2. It's going to be that one. Parallel to this line, again, y is already solved for. I went through this point, so y minus negative 3 is equal to negative 3, x minus 4. Distribute, y plus 3 is equal to negative 3x plus 12. Move that 3. Y is equal to negative 3x plus 9. And we have number 40. Number 41, I want to go through this point. I want to be perpendicular to this line. Coach Murak, this line does not have a y-intercept. Coach Murak will tell you that does not matter. All we want is the slope. If I've got negative 2 over 3, my perpendicular slope is going to be positive 3 over 2. So I've got y minus negative 5 equals 3 over 2, x minus negative 4. Take it, distribute it. Distribute this fraction right here, and I will get y plus 5 is equal to 3 over 2x plus 6. Subtract the 5 from both sides. Y is equal to 3 over 2x plus 1. All done with that one. 42, negative 3, negative 1, and we want to be perpendicular to negative 3. So if I start with negative 3 over 1, I'm going to finish with positive 1 over 3 if I want to be perpendicular. Y minus negative 1 is equal to 1 over 3. X minus negative 3. Distribute the 1/3. Y plus 1 is equal to 1/3 x plus 1. Subtract the 1 from both sides. The y is equal to 1/3 x. All done. Alright. Last two. Some thoughts on this. There are many different ways to execute it. I'm going to show you two ways. The first way, of course, will be manually solving it out by hand. The second will be kind of fill in the blank type stuff. So, manually by hand, you're going to say, Coach Murak, there are 5 points. How do I attack this problem? I can only use 2 of them. And I'm going to tell you, that's great. Pick your favorite 2. My favorite 2 are going to be the smallest, always, because they're the easiest numbers to work with. Negative 8 minus negative 4 over 2 minus 1. This gives me negative 4 over 1. This is my slope. I'm going to grab one of those points. 1 negative 4 will work. Y minus negative 4 is equal to negative 4. X minus 1. I need it in slope-intercept form, so I've got to continue. I'm going to distribute that negative 4 first. You get negative 4x plus 4. Subtract the 4 from both sides, and then y is equal to negative 4x. All done. This is the manual way to grab this by hand. You calculate the slope, you dump it into point slope, you solve it for y. It's very similar to all the other problems we've been doing. Now, a few of you will say, well, Coach Murdoch, I was looking at the numbers, and every time you have a y, x was just negative 4 times that number. Or, yeah, y was just negative 4 times the x value. And I'm going to say, that's great. Way to go. All right, you've solved for y. You did it in a reasonable fashion. That's fine. If you need a way to attack it and you don't know the pattern, this is another way to do it. It's a little bit longer, but you will get the answer every time. You don't have to come up with the pattern yourself. This is a great way to do it if you can recognize the pattern. This is a great way to do it if you do not recognize the pattern, or if you just want to be extra safe. Number 44. Again, you've got 5 points. Many of you will be frustrated by the fact that you have 5 points. If you don't need these additional 3 down here, and it's a linear equation, check this out. All done. You now only have 2 points. And we can do everything we need from this information right here. Negative 1 minus 1 over 1 minus 2. This gives us a slope of negative 2 over negative 1, or positive 2. I'm going to take these first 2 points to dump into my equation. Y minus negative 1 is equal to 2, x minus 1. Distribute. Y plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 2. Subtract the 1 from both sides. Y is equal to 2x minus 3. In this case, if you were doing the pattern, a little bit more challenging because the numbers don't match up. A little hint, let me put these numbers back in there. We have 4, 5, and 6. and we have 5, 7, and 9. When you're looking, if you want to do it pattern recognition, one of the coolest things you can do is when x goes up by 1, y goes up by 2. This means for every 1x, there's going to be 2 y's. Because that's how much you're changing. That is the slope. That's what we calculate each time. So when x goes up by 1, y goes up by 2. And then you just have to adjust for the first number. Well, when x is 1, y was negative 1. So 1 times 2 is 2. How did I get to negative 1? Well, I subtracted 3 off of that. That's how you do it with the pattern. If you don't understand that, and I just made a lot of crazy talk, you just take and execute it the exact same way that we did the problem before. This is a great way to do it if you cannot identify the pattern, because it will work every single time the exact same way, which is really handy. Have a great weekend, and I hope you guys do well on the test. We will see you later.